I'm on the road again. My plan is today I'm going to the west coast of Jutland, the west coast of Denmark. I got the trailer on too, so moving on now. Somehow I got enough of camping. It's a nice place and all, but I need to go boondogging now. Enough camping. We are gonna cross the Little Belt Bridge now. That's it's a smaller one than the one where we paid for, or where I paid for to cross. This one doesn't cost anything to cross. They promised the weather will get better the next couple of days, so that's a great time to go to the west coast. If it's windy in this country, then at the west coast it's very windy, so good to go there when the weather is good, especially with the trailer behind the car. Then it's a lot nicer when it's no wind. Now we are in Jutland. Well, that was the end of the freeway for a while. No, it's just normal highway. It's been raining again. Let's see what happens. It's kind of looks like we could get more rain, but I don't know. I'm at Bork Viking Center, Bork Viking Harbor right now. It's a place where they reconstructed some buildings and some Viking ships, and actually here during the summer months some people are living like Vikings in this place. I think I'm gonna go have a look. I found out it cost 100 kroner to get in, but I think it could be a good experience too, so it's okay.
I was told that this ship is built the right width, but it's approximately 8 meters too short. He told me that this ship could be used for transporting. If it had had the right dimension, it would have been like one of those ships they took when they were sailing long distance with soldiers. The first one we saw is built in Norway. This one is built in Denmark, not too far away from Bork, where it's located now. But as you can see, this one have, well, actually all of them have rocks as a ballast. Here you see a lot of different weapons the Viking used. There are some spears with a metal tip, and here on the other side of the thing is a lot of longbows. The Vikings were very good at making these different things, these different weapons, and they were fierce warriors. Obviously they also used all these things for hunting. Over here you see a lot of arrows for the bows, and you see axes. Obviously they used axes for other things than war. They also used them for chopping down trees and stuff. In this tent you see a lot of handicraft, like spoons and bowls and stuff like that. The man who was in this tent told us that he made all these things, and he told us that when you make a bowl, one of these wooden bowls, you have to be very careful. And also, every time you make one, well, you never know if the wood will crack. The one he flipped around with the foot was cracked in both ends and, well, worthless. Here I'm going into one of the houses, and as you see, have straw roof and walls made from clay. Inside it's quite dark, so I don't know if it's possible for you guys to see anything, but well, in the first room it's not too bad. It's worse when we move into the middle of the house. These houses were called longhouses, and well, as you see in here, they have the fire pit in the middle and then beds on each side, so that they could keep warm during winter when they sleep. Moving out to the next room, they have sofa for sitting when they eat and stuff like that. And for some reason, I never found out why they have a piece of skin hanging from the ceiling. I'm not quite sure why. In this house there was what you call it, a silversmith. He was making jewelries, and obviously the Vikings had a lot of religious and decorational jewelries. This here is a church that they built. Originally the Vikings believed in Odin and Thor and Nordic mythology, but around year 1000 there came some Christian and Denmark was Christians. So they dropped their old faith, their old religion, and started to become Christians. And that was kind of the end of the Viking era. This house is the house of the what you call it, the boss or the big man in the village. That's where he lived with his family. You see the wooden floor, and it's a nice, very nice house actually. A lot nicer than the normal people they lived in. But still, even the big boss's wife have to make bread. There you saw the fire pit. And the lady of the house making some dough for bread. Here's a ship they have been building here on place. Size-wise, this one is smaller than the original Viking ship.
Well, that was it for the Viking Museum. It was quite interesting. I liked it. I'm gonna go find a place to boondock now. It's very nice and warm, so I want to stay somewhere near the water. Well, let's see if we can find a good place.